It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bisons and the Lions on Sunday night.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
What makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And so much for that great field position. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Straight ahead, Gibbs here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. And that one to the inside and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, until they're able to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league. Teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Off the play fake, Daniels. Got him there. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there. Only giving up the 3 yards.
Immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bisons are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gone. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, he put it on the carpet and fall. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to different training camps and visiting teams, we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take kicks of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. It's a 4-yard pickup there. Gives him a 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back there and throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bisons are able to widen their advantage. Daniels going to try to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Not only are they in search of their first they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Williams being motion left. Out of the gun. Gone. Got safe right on the quick slide here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into the passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped it right where it all started. On 4th down, Jack Fox on the punt for Detroit. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Let's see what they have drawn up. Turned it behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. In motion right is Hopkins. A shotgun snap for Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Back to throw. Gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Simmons. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here. As it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On first down, it's Alexander. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Had the game in the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Matt. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a head off up the middle. And he gets halfway there from a 4 to 2 on a gain of 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Daniel's going to try to sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jaden Daniels with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bisons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going. Fights through, and now a crease. Still going. Inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 70 yards, and the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already got over 200 yards passing. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bisons take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Now gone. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by the Pearl. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Goff. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 55 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this one incomplete, threw down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Mack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further down the field. Instead, he brings his sightlines back to a shorter route. Settles on his receiver, runs in the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd from here forward. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a two-touchdown game. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that was open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Gone. This to the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's run down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast. Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive in the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches were their productions in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Look at the big fella go. And touchdown. Zach Ertz, 75 yards. And the Bisons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Goff. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Off play action. Here's Goff. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Fights through him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To the air again. Goff. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Escapes the defender. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bison's offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander, and he takes it up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for a 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. He'll get this outline to Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. They go play action. Daniels. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be taken down after a minimum pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. This is 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to chop a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bisons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. Those fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. To throw is gone. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come up and downfield, but they never did.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Throwing now is Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. To the air goes Daniels. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bisons have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, hang on here. DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up, so we're going to have a pause for an injury. Goff now. A little short pass here taken in by McCoy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A shotgun snap for Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looks to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Again, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now it's gone. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jameer Gibbs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a bit closer. Point after right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bisons tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by the corner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Goff. A short pass here taken in by the corner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Goff throwing again. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. A nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going to...